Hey, it's Lisa Marie Todd, and welcome to another episode of An Appetizing Life. I'm not live today because I am off to watch my daughter graduate from college, which I'm really excited. But I still wanted to do a show, and I wanted to do a really quick meal that's great for weeknight, weekends, anytime you want to serve something really quick and easy and tasty to your friends or to your family. So today I am doing a chicken vegetable stir fry. I'm not here alone. I have my two partners in crime now. I have Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hello.
And I have Andrea back there who's helping me out. And so we're going to get right to this for this delicious, easy meal. Let's pull up the recipe. So we have 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken cut into 1-inch strips, 2 garlic cloves minced, 2 teaspoons of ginger minced, 1 cup of carrots cut into 1-inch diagonal slices, a half teaspoon of mirin, just to give it a little sweetness, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 cup of chicken broth, and 2 cups of broccoli florets, 1 cup of green bell pepper diced in medium pieces, 1 cup of snow peas that I've sliced in half, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 1 cup of brown rice, which you cook according to the package, the directions on the package. And I actually have already cooked it in my trusty rice cooker that I love to use. So we're going to jump right over to the stove and get started with this right now. And let me grab my chicken. And I'm going to get the heat going. I'm going to start this on a medium-high heat. If you have a wok at home, please use it. I'm using my cast iron skillet, so if you have a heavy skillet that'll hold that heat, that's exactly what you want to do. So I'm going to start with the oil, the canola oil, and I'm pour that in there. And we're going to go ahead and get the chicken started. And I just want to get the chicken brown. Now it's in little pieces, so it shouldn't take too long to get it going. And my friends who are here working with me, Andrea and Mike, if you have any questions, since I don't have an audience to talk to, go ahead.
Lisa.
Yes.
Do you like to use canola oil over other oils when you're doing your chicken?
It depends on what I'm doing. For this particular meal, the canola oil there's not a lot of flavor to it. So I want to keep those Asian flavors going and not, taste anything too much. I don't use a lot of peanut oil. I know some people do. I don't really care for it, but it's a nice oil that's light and not too much flavor going on. So it's a good thing to use. So that's why I chose that.
That chicken breast looks really good.
Yes, it's diced, and because it's diced and it's small and it's pretty thin, it's going to cook pretty quickly. So we just want to get it brown, get it going. Like I said, if you had a wok, you would have this on a high heat. I'm on a medium-high heat, maybe a little bit higher than medium. And we'll get that going. The next ingredients that are going to come up next are going to be my carrots. So I'm going to prep them over here out of my way. So we got carrots coming, and we have garlic, we have ginger, and I'm going to hold off right then for a second. Give that a stir.
It's good to add the carrots and
Yeah, because you want to time everything out to, Andrea asked, is the way to add everything in. You want to time everything out so everything starts to gradually soften and cook together. If you put some ingredients in too early, they're going to burn. You put some ingredients in too late, they're not going to be fully cooked. And you just definitely want to get everything fully cooked. And you can see the chicken is starting to turn color, so it's starting to brown. Not brown yet, it's starting to get there. Now today, since I'm just doing one meal, I don't have a cocktail, so send me an email or hit me up on Twitter to tell me what you would pair with this, because I'd be very curious. I probably would just have a light white wine with this myself, but that's just me. What? It's a good call. Whenever in doubt, go for white wine, right? And I know people like to have Rieslings. Some people don't like Rieslings because it's a little too sweet, but with Rieslings tend to pair pretty well with Asian food. So I would do that, or a light Chardonnay or something like that. So I get this going, get it cooked up. I'm trying to stand back so I don't get too much stuff on me. So I've got, like I said, I've got the garlic going in a little bit, not quite there yet. I just want to make sure this has no pink on it before I continue on. Yeah. Cook it all down. It's so weird. I've gotten so used to having people out there to talk to. I'm like, hello. But it's all good. It's all good. This is how I started the show. It just used to be Mike and I and my cat walking around. It's all good. So let's go ahead and get that garlic in there, because we know garlic's one of my most favorite things in the world. And I'm going to go ahead and add the ginger too. Get that going. You smell it now? It smells good. So I'm just going to let that just cook just a little bit. I'm going to let it rest, stop moving around so much. And with that, I'm going to get the next things ready to go, which will be the carrots and the mirin, which is going to add a little bit of sweetness to it. It's a sweet, it's like a sweet, it's not cooking wine, but it's a sweet cooking, I don't want to call it a sauce. Sweet cooking liquid. Actually, that's what it says on there. And it just always adds a little bit of sweetness to something. Normally, like, I add that with the cooking rice wine and all that, but I'm not using that today with this, so. You can find that in any of the Asian sections of the supermarket, and it's common. It's nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. You can find it. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these carrots, because carrots take a little bit longer to cook. And there's that mirin. It's a very clear liquid, and I throw that in there. Make it a little bit sweeter. Oh, I just got a piece of chicken that ran away. Oh well. It's a chicken run. And so now I'm going to add the soy sauce in there. Ooh, and look at that. It's bubbling. Bubbling, bubbling. I'm going to turn my heat down just a hair. But all that's going to start to get into the chicken, into everything. Oh my goodness. It smells good. It does smell savory, doesn't it? And then we're going to add in a little bit of the chicken broth. I'm going to add in, I want to leave about 1/4 cup because I'm going to need that later. Yeah, oh, that's pretty good. There. So I'm going to need that 1/4 cup later because I'm going to add it to the cornstarch, and it's going to act as a thickener at the end. So we're going to put that in there. And I'm going to cover this for a little bit, and we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. And let me get my little handy dandy thing. I love this thing. You're probably going, what is this big red thing? This thing is really cool because it has different rims on it, and I can use it for different size pots. So instead of having 4 and 5 different lids, this thing is fantastic. So I'm just going to put that on there and set my timer for 5 minutes, and we're just going to let that cook down a little bit. Make sure it's not steaming out too much. We're going to let that cook a little bit, and I'm going to come back and stir it a little bit. And timer time. 1, 2, 3, and start. And we'll keep going. So I've been cooking this for 5 minutes. I stirred it twice, and now I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients, the broccoli and the green bell pepper. How's it smelling? And then this little sugar, excuse me, snap peas, or sugar peas, snow peas, some peas. So I can show you in a second. Let me stir this up. I'm going to get that mixed good. And I'm going to cover this again for another 5 minutes. And that's going to allow the broccoli to soften, but not get too soft. You don't want it mushy. and all the other things to kind of soften. You still want a little bit of crunch, but not a lot of crunch. So let me put that back there. And you know what? I'm going to come over to the other camera so I can show you. So, difference. This is what I have now that I'm using. I'll put it right in front of the overhead there. And that is the little snow pea. It's thinner. I mean, you can eat these raw if you wanted to. They're fine. This is the sugar snap pea. The difference with this is they're fatter, they're a little crisper, and you would have to peel. There's like a little line of, I don't know what you want to call that, of pea tendril of a vein or something that you would want to take out, because that's really difficult to chew. I used these last couple weeks ago on something or in something, but they're both delicious. I could eat both of them raw. I love them both. They're all fantastic. So that's the difference. They both taste good. I'm gonna go back over here and give this a stir. And like I said, I'm going to stir this one more time, but the total time that it's going to cook is going to be about 5 minutes. So we're going to let it go, let it rest. Okay, so that is almost done cooking, but I'm going to do one more thing because I want to make this a little bit thick. So remember I had a 1/4 cup left of the chicken broth. I'm going to pour that in. And I have a little bit of cornstarch that I'm going to dump into there. And a bunch of it just fell out. And I'm just going to give that a stir. And that's going to thicken up anything that's going on right now that's left with the chicken. I'm making such a mess, but who cares? So I just want to make sure that that's all the way dissolved, because you don't want to bite into a nice clump of cornstarch. That will not taste good at all. Not at all. So I think we're pretty good. And let me just wipe this up because that's going to bother me. But we're going to go over here again. And woo, look at that. So I'm just going to pour that in there. And that's just going to thicken things up a little bit. Just a little bit. And pull it all together. Yeah. Oh! Vegetables are getting away from me. That's okay. And you know what? That's all there is to it. It's pretty much done. There's not a lot of sauce to it, but it's just enough that when you're going to put it over the rice, it's going to be great. So I'm going to bring this over. Let me set this up real fast. And here I come. Oven off, or stove off. And there, here, I'll get you a shot right here. Woo! There it goes. Put that down. And I'm going to bring my plate. And I'm using brown rice. You could use white rice if you wanted to. I'm just trying to stay healthy. So a little bit of rice.
I love that rice cooker.
That rice cooker is the bomb. It's the best thing ever. And then we're going to take, I'm going to steal this over here. A little bit of this, stir it up a bit.
I see how the cornstarch is.
Yeah, and see how it kind of, thickens it up. Can't talk. Thickens it up a little bit. Let's get a little carrot in there. That's the messiest plating ever, but who cares?
That smells awesome. Smells good and it tastes amazing.
There we go. We'll put a little bit of that there. And just because I'm being what I do what I be, whatever that means. But there you have it. Your little stir fry. And because I am so hungry, I'm going to go in for a little bit of a bite. It's a little bit hot. I don't care.
2 bites. And that's
2 bites, it's
amazing.
good.
Awesome.
Now I have to talk with a mouthful of food. But that's it. It's really, really easy, really quick. Again, it's a weeknight meal. It's a weekend meal. Takes no time at all, and it's healthy. You got your brown rice, you got all your vegetables, you got your chicken. Very easy, very healthy. I want you to try it. And that's all I have for today. I will be back live next week. I miss doing live, but this is fun too. You can find me on all the social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. And if you have any recipes, or you just want to say hey, or you've tried a recipe, tried something different, let me know. Please email me. And that's all I have for today. Have a very happy and safe rest of the week. And I will see you next week live. Whee! Thanks for watching.